Hello my fellow creators, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to day 6 of my Spellbinders August 2026 All Clubs Create series. Today we're going to be playing with the clear stamp and die of the month. So that's this adorable stamp set and the coordinating dies. It's called Trick or Snark. Love it. Now I did stamp and color and do all the things to get our card ready. Oh, I'm using this die as well. It's called Decorative Lattice. So I'll link to everything in the description box. But I did color and cut all my bits and pieces so that we could just put the card together. Now I colored this image with all purples, different purple markers, except for I think the bat, I used a gray one, but I think that's okay. So I did add some double-sided adhesive to the back of this lattice piece. Now I did it after the fact, but this is a real narrow double-sided tape, so I was able to get it on there without too much of a problem because I'm adhering it to some black glitter cardstock. So let's get that on there. That's going to be the background for our little stamped, colored, and die cut image. Now I try and always die cut my stamped images before I color. I say try because sometimes I get excited and I forget. But the reason for doing that is so that I don't spend all that time coloring and then die cut it crooked. I figure if I do a crooked die cut on just a stamped image, it's not that big a deal. I can just re-stamp it and die cut it again. Okay, let's get this attached. And then our little background for our stamped and colored image will be ready to go. Get that on there. And then for this panel, I just used the 3 little stamped images that were on that set and just went in with, I think I used Shaded Lilacs, Seedless Preserves, and Villainous Potion to just stamp a bunch of them. You'll see I started in the center and I smooched a couple of them because impatient Yvette doesn't know how to wait for oxide inks to dry. So I'm going to attach this to my card base, which is another black card base. And I actually stamped on some fog color wheel cardstock. This is not white, this is fog. And then I went in again with Villainous Potion and did some ink blending around the edges just to bring in more of that purple. Just trying to get this on there correctly. It's a little crooked. I may have to leave it be. We'll see if I can get it off. And I think that's just as crooked. So we'll just leave it be. Okay, so then I'm gonna attach this panel, but I am gonna use some foam tape for that one. So I'm just gonna grab some of what's left of this black foam tape roll that I have. And attach that to the back just to give some dimension here. And then for the sentiment, I did stamp it and die cut it, and then I did ink blending with, again, that what was left of the ink on my purple blending brush. So the last color I had used was Villainous Potion. So you'll kind of see there that it's purple. And let me get this adhered to our card. Today's going to be really quick and easy because I did all the work ahead of time, and that was not intentional. I thought I had the camera going and I did not, so I didn't want to start over. I just thought I'll show everybody how I put everything together and kind of describe what I did. And let me see my little my purple monsters here. I think that looks cute, right? So let me get this one attached, and I think I'll use some more of that foam tape to add some dimension to our stamped and colored image. And it's funny to me that I am coloring up Halloween cards. It is so warm in my house right now. I do have the AC going, but like I said, this room is the last one to get the AC, so it's always the warmest. And then this one I'm just going to attach flat onto our little panel here. And it just says, let's eat candy and judge people. Sounds like fun to me. Okay, let me put a few of these Onyx Color Essential Gems on here, mostly to cover up the smudges that I made, because, like I said, impatient Yvette did not allow that card panel to dry for very long. Get another little piece here. And maybe a couple down here. I might do a few here though on the intersecting sections of that lattice die cut piece. Let's see. See if I like how that one looks. Yeah, I actually do. So let me do just a few. Okay. Oopsies. And my husband should be home shortly from work. So I want to get this one done before he gets home so I can get dinner for both of us. We do kind of eat, I don't know, dinner 1 and dinner 2, because when he gets home early, he'll have dinner right when he gets home because he's hungry. But then it's too early to not eat a little bit later, so he doesn't eat a lot. He'll eat a little bit, knowing full well. Okay, I just got interrupted. That was him calling, saying he'll be here in about 15 minutes. But anyway, he doesn't eat like a full-on dinner when he gets home. We eat kind of like a mini dinner, and then mini dinner part 2 later on in the evening. So I want to make sure I have his dinner ready to go, because working out in this heat, I just can't even imagine. And he's, like I think I've mentioned before, he is in construction, so it's hard manual labor. All right, friends, done. What do you think? Guys, look what I did. See, this is what I mean about I need to pay attention. All right, let's see if I can get it off and adjust it onto here correctly. Oh, I think I can. Okay, opening the right way never fails. One day I will have a card without any mistakes. One day. Not today, but one day. All right, let's get this back on here correctly and burnish down because I pulled it up. All right, now I think that's better. Now it's opening the right way. And I'll put a white card panel or a white matte layer on the inside of the card. Since it's black on the inside, I always put a white matte layer on the inside so that I can write a message easily. So there it is. There's our completed card using this month's clear stamp and die of the month. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.